The next talk is given by Bajo from Tecnalia MediaLab in Spain, and he will also present some kind of an innovation forum, a media lab, a showroom and research center that is related to 3D media, this time in Spain. We're looking forward to the presentation.
Okay, thank you. My name is Bajo. I'm head of strategic projects at the media division of Tecnalia. Following indications of George, initially I was only going to talk about the Tecnalia MediaLab, but I will do an introduction of some kind of projects we develop at the media, just to know more or less who we are. Okay, where do we come from? Tecnalia is an internationally known private technological corporation. It's the result of a merging process of many technological centers in Spain, operative since the beginning of this year, January of 2011, with 1,500 researchers and 122 million euros budget. Where we are in the middle between university and companies, doing applied research and development projects, mainly applied research, not basic research. Sharing the knowledge with the best. We have different agreements with Spanish institutions, the SEIC, INTA, FIMAT, with ETRI in Korea, SEA, VTT in Finland, some universities. We have some interchange with the MIT, etc. We are present in different Spanish and European technological platforms, covering all the technological areas related with computers, computer graphics, with worldwide presence, although mainly focused in Spain, and structured into divisions. We have 5 big divisions: sustainable development, industry and transport, innovation and society, health, and ICT and European Software Institute, where you can see media. We have a little division of around 60 people in all the biggest structure of Tecnalia. So what we do, what we are, we investigate and develop technology for creation of interface oriented to communication, cultural, leisure, industry, or decision-making situations. With these 3 elements: data management, visualization, and technology. And we generate business models to enable complex information to be processed and so visually in a way that is easy to understand for the people. 4 fields: television and audiovisual services, virtual reality, ICT industrial applications, and systems for information, training, and decision-making support. I'm going to pass this part because more or less we will see in the examples. And some key aspects that I think is more interesting to see what is the kind of things that we do. In the tools and services for television, we develop tools such as VSM Remove, that is a low-cost virtual set tool for audiovisual production, allowing camera movement in a virtual stage in real time with complete production autonomy, with 2 key advantages. If somebody of you knows about something about virtual sets, all of them use different kind of tracking systems, so we don't use it. And from this thing we get a simple installation and maintenance, and this is one of the big advantages. The second one is the GPU-based chroma key. We don't need any external hardware for doing the chroma between the virtual and the real images. What we get is a system that is very simple to install, very easy to maintain, and of course very cheap. Probably can be a 10% of what it costs a professional high-level virtual set solution, if you know something like a Brainstorm, or BSRT, or whatever. Here you can see some images of what is the system. The space we need, that is very little, really. the kind of images we can get in the image down, the impossible shots that you can get using this kind of technology, because what we do exactly is extract the real image from the chroma, from the screen, and apply it as a texture in the 3D world. When you can, in this case, in this way, you can get impossible cameras or really very long shots. No? If somebody likes to do this kind of stuff, that's another thing. That's the artistical, not the technical. Related with that, we have a lot of knowledge about virtual scenography. We have been working for several years with the main Spanish TV channels, Televisión Española, the Bajo Television, Cuatro, Antena 3, etc., doing different kind of products, services, and maintenance. Related to that, we have developed different automatic information tools that gathers information from different sources and show it in a graphical and very visual style. These graphics are updated automatically on a scheduled time, and the origin is diverse: meteorological, elections, cultural agenda, sports, wherever. We have a lot of experience in electoral processes, meteorological information, and so on. Another kind of products we are working right now, and we will have in the market probably for the end of this year, is MAM, Media Asset Management. We are working in a tool for handling all the media in a broadcast environment, covering all the parts of the process that have a media element, ingest, metadata insertion, digital backup, video streaming, robot library, etc. And with an open architecture, specifically designed for future versions and stations based on a process dispatcher and an infinite number of agents that develops individual tasks. Here you have some snapshots of the software that we will have ready, we hope, for the end of this year. Additional 3D graphics tools such as a 3D info container, multi-user interactive applications for visualization of information in a touch screen with normal or multi-touch interface with connection to database, etc. Another kind of different visual solutions, combining real and synthetic images, multi-screen solutions, giant screen projections. We like to do different things, no, or strange things. No, we are not another visual production company. Guidance systems, system based in virtual reality that makes it possible to guide a visitor using some kind of information and a tactile application. With some simple menus and a three-dimensional interface, it is possible to guide some people through some kind of places, buildings, whatever. In the development of video games, we have two environments, one based in Flash, and we provide here both an integrated environment oriented to persons with no specific knowledge of programming, together with customized projects. And we are working right now in HTML5 environment platform for development of interactive application and games, providing both development tools and cloud management tools, with the idea that develop applications for any device, any browser, and any resolution. If you know something about HTML file, the good thing that HTML file can handle is that it's possible to optimize computer feature in web applications, specifically the graphics. That is the part we work always on. These features are only available via GPU, if you program the GPU. HTML5 will be able to provide this kind of advance in the new interface in internet browsers. This is more or less the architecture of the platform we are developing, and with three very important advantages. A multi-platform client that is really very interesting if you want to provide products for different kind of platforms. Cloud architecture both for the environment and for the final game or final product, and a web development environment. Additionally, in the reconstruction of heritage, we work in different projects in 3D and in 4D, 4 dimensions, including time, oriented to cultural heritage, and enriching the investigation of our historical legacy. This is a project of supported by the Spanish Ministry of Industry that shows the evolution of the Ria of Bilbao, you know Bilbao, which has been the evolution of the architecture and the elements that surrounds the Ria around the different times. Another kind of projects similar in the reconstruction of heritage area, supported by the Diputación Foral de Álava, the local institution, and using virtual reality to recreate a realistic prehistoric phases of Álava, of a little population of Álava, for studying their climate, their first inhabitants, their activities, their social organization, whatever. Additionally to that, in the innovation and tools for electronic administration, we work in different applications such as, this kind of applications for mobile devices using augmented reality to promote knowledge and to facilitate tourists through the province to any user that wants to visit us. Some years ago we did the complete simulation of the bus railway network using a 3D interactive display of all the bus country with three-dimensional data and orthophotography, and having the different travels of the trains with a real distance, with a real simulation of the times. Similar projects simulated to Zaragoza urban projects with the development of different virtual reality solutions for view and public presentation of work plan for the urban integration of the railway in the center of Zaragoza. And additionally, another part of our media unit, but more related with industrial applications, works for avionics, doing management and optimization of routes, simulation of flights. In transparent mobility, using traffic simulation, simulation of emissions sustainability, and optimization of industrial process, optimizing cycle times, warehouses, errors, tolerances, etc. Some European projects we are working right now then, you can see it, and I will distribute this presentation for any of you if you are interested. But this is not what I am talking, I'm most interested in talking today, no? What I would like to talk is about the Tecnalia MediaLab. The Tecnalia MediaLab, the concept is an open-oriented facility for research, experimentation, training, and support for media value change companies. With these 4 main research and development lines, network and multimedia search and retrieval systems, low-cost production in broadcast environments. As we can see before, the previous project we have seen is really amazing, but we are trying to focus on low-level projects where you don't have a technocrane, you don't have a very complicated sophisticated rig, you don't have professional cameras, but you have simple cameras like this one in a stereo. We have right now in the market, I think there is a model from Sony for around 3,000 euros, that is really cheap. So we try to develop prototypes, workflows and technologies for low-cost production, specifically in broadcast environments. Related with that, we plan to establish a last generation stereoscopic visualization technologies, and I will show you a little bit more about this. And the last line is real-time 3D character content creation. We plan to have a motion capture system then that will be working at this, combined with the virtual production. As always, our wall is the real-time wall. It's not the post-production wall, so we're trying to focus on all the problematics that can happen in that area. This is more or less the kind of services we plan to provide. Development of research projects, living lab, on-demand education, technical support, high-level specialists, both technical and artistical, green room rental spaces, software and hardware testing facilities, different visualization systems, 3D plasmas, LED, microtiles, virtual projection, big screen, different tablets, etc. And this is more or less the idea of the MediaLab that is projected for the first quarter of 2012 with 3 virtual set studios of different sizes and technical elements or technical equipment, a 3D mobile unit for 3D support to HD mobile units, different stereo workflow, cameras, rigs, CCUs, 3D mixers, whatever, additional stereo equipment, and a stereo big screen visualization room. We have a screen of 6.5 meters that right now we are in the process of deciding which are the projection systems we would like to put there. The motion capture, as I commented before, a motion control equipment that is still to be decided, and different stereo, HD, and 2K post-production too. Additionally, we are in Vitoria. Vitoria is in the north of Spain, close to Bilbao, and we have a digital television local license that is called VTV, Vitoria Television, or Vitoria Television, that we use as an entertainment laboratory, where we would like to test all these things. We focus on the studio, but we have this license, local license, in order to provide a complete channel. And since last week, we are emitting all of our programming. There is a little programming in this local channel, all of that in 3D. I'm sorry, it's not possible to see from here. We can only see if you come to Vitoria, but I invite you to come if you have the chance. Well, more or less, this is the 3 virtual sets. This is the big one. As you can see, some of the equipment is ready, and some of them is still to be decided, because it depends on the different arrangement and agreements that we have with different customers and the kind of production we would like to do. But more or less, the idea is to have a full HD 3D. The second one will be a low-cost set or virtual set in 3D, working side by side or to bottom. And the third one will be an HD quality that this set is running right now. We are producing right now 2 different channels, the local channel and another automatic information methodological channel for Euskaltel, that is the basket cable operator. Well, this is the competences that I have mentioned before. And the most important thing that I will try to transmit you is the final list of equipment will not be decided and confirmed probably until the end of this year. We are evaluating especially for the big set and the set with full HD 3D, which should be the kind of equipment we would like to see. So if you consider, and here I have a very interesting 3D media experts, that some kind of equipment can be considered and could be interesting to have, please let me know or let us know, and we will analyze it, because we are still on time for doing it. And that's all. Here you have my contact, email, cell number, and whatever. That's all, more or less. Thank you.
Yeah. Are there any questions? I think everyone is hungry. Yeah, maybe then, we do the discussion later, and don't delay lunch not too much. but first, yeah, let us thank Diego again.